I would say something violent towards a person that victimized them. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I'm not trying to get Dan Trail's live taken down. So that's why I kept my mouth shut on certain parts. But it was just fucking TikTok drama bullshit. It's fucking disgusting, to be honest.
And I understand that. And I mean, we all like everybody a victim of something. And that more trauma than others. Not get that.
You
And
sound muffled.
I'm sorry. I said that we all go through some type of trauma or it's tragedy, things of that nature. And I just feel like sometimes if you can't have a conversation without the cameras, without the videos and things like that, then it should be a conversation period. You should just go your separate ways and let it, and just whatever it is, just let it go. Because we all should be adult enough to have a conversation outside of TikTok. If we call ourselves friends, family, or anything of that
And I
nature.
think that if we're going to have conversations about sensitive topics, we should brace ourselves for those conversations.
Correct.
Like, I don't like talking about this stuff. I really don't, not in
So
public,
wait,
because this is
wait.
personal.
So wait. Let me get this straight, right? So me voicing to my friend Hog that, hey, I'm just letting you know. So what will be the better thing for me not to let them know that what they said was triggering to me, and
I
for me
think
to just
what
stuff
would
it
be the
down,
best thing
or
to
can I
do,
just speak it out?
I think the best thing to do
No,
is
it's
go
fine.
heal, right?
No,
And
no,
stop
and I get
bleeding
that.
on
I get
people.
that.
Okay,
But
okay,
but if
wait.
I'm friends
I
with a
know.
person, I'm going to express to my friend because I want to remain friends with them, and I don't want them to be harmful to me, and I don't want to be
At
harmful
least,
to them. I create
at
a
least,
space
can
for
I?
my friends to be able to come
This
and
is what I
tell
talk
me
about the
things.
victim mentality.
Girl,
Can I
bye.
say this? It's not necessarily a victim mentality. What I'm saying is, okay, when you ask for people to take accountability for things, you have to be willing to wait because it takes time
I
for you to
didn't
see
ask
that.
no. So wait, no, I'm not
Okay,
asking Hawk to
okay,
take accountability for nothing. All I did was I let him know how what happened and how it affected everybody else on the panel from those people's. I'm not here to speak for Jace. I said that at the
okay,
very
okay,
fucking beginning. I'm not here to speak for
okay.
Jace. I'm not Jace. I'm just here to speak for the how that
The
shifted
panel.
the panel and where the panel was originally. Even after Hog got left down, didn't know, want nobody paying attention to what Jace was saying at the end of the day, because it really didn't matter at that point. It shifted the whole fucking mentality. The live ended up going down. It was what it was. But my thing is now,
And
it just seems odd as fuck to me, all of this going on, and it's like, well, it's y'all's fault as the victims, as though we did something. I'm not even talking about Jace. I'm talking about the people who were on that panel and were affected. It seems like earlier when y'all was having the Showtime saying shit like, oh, well, why would you hang
Lord,
around
let
with
me
people?
rotate you.
Like, I'm not gonna hold you.
yeah,
I'm not gonna hold you. They say a hit dog will holler. I'm about to fucking holler. I felt as
yeah.
though when the
But
comment was
oh, go
made
ahead.
about going and telling people about harm that was done to you and they don't do nothing, oh, well, you should just leave those spaces and stuff like that. Yeah, I felt hit because I did that shit, right? I went to Liv and told Liv what happened, and he didn't do shit. He shut me up, and I stayed
Yeah.
silent and took that shit. So if y'all want to sit here and talk shit about me or talk shit about any
No,
of
we're
my
not
other
talking about
mutuals
you.
that did the same thing, that felt silence, go ahead and talk shit to my face. Don't do that when I'm not around. Say my name.
Well, well,
I
can I
would
say
just
one last thing,
ask you,
please?
what did you think that, I mean, with everything
Wait a
that
minute.
you've
Wait a
heard,
minute. Yada. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. This is Black Swan. Y'all know who I am.
yeah.
I've been watching this, and please, nobody cut me off. I don't want anybody to cut me off. I need everybody to go on mute. This is ridiculous. It is a hot ass mess. This weekend has been very stressful for a lot of people. A lot of people have been harmed. A lot of people have been hurt. Everybody's feelings are valid. K Kilo, respectfully, this shit ain't got nothing to do with you. It's not your place to speak onto how somebody else reacts to a situation that was harmful to them. It is not your place. It's not your place, Yada. Respectfully, I have a lot of respect for you, but it's not your place either. You don't get to tone police people's reactions. You don't. Straight up. You don't. I'm watching all this madness unfold from the comment section. It's just a cesspool of toxicity. The reason why people shared their experiences was for us to be able to heal. Not to take 10 steps backwards. People are up. I'm listening to people in here really hurting right now. People are really fucking hurting. I was in here. This is my backup. I don't use this account that often. This is one of my low-key accounts. People, no,
in the same place.
no.
You can't heal in the same place that hurt you.
Respectfully, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not talking about none of that. Be quiet. I'm not talking about none of that. Yada, respectfully, stop. Don't cut me off while I'm speaking. What I am saying is there is a lot of people that have been hurt by all of these things. I'm hearing you call people victims, victim blaming. That shit is disgusting. Yes, stop. Yada, don't cut me off. Don't cut me off.
Don't address me.
Don't address me. I'm gonna address you if you're gonna be toxic.
Then finish
like
what
that.
you're saying and keep my name out your mouth. If you don't want to have a conversation with me, don't make your conversation about me.
You cut me off while I'm fucking talking.
About
you cut me off while I was in the middle of speaking.
If your only point is about me,
then be quiet. No, it's not
then
just
have
about
a conversation
you.
with me.
It is not just about
but
you.
you don't get to make a
about
conversation about me
Yada, it is
without
not just
addressing
about you.
me.
It is not just about you. It is about everything that is happening in this live. I asked to not be interrupted.
Say that.
I said that already. You can go on mute. Well, I finished what I'm going to say. And then
as long
you can
as you
respond.
don't say my name.
Then you can go on mute. Thank you. This is ridiculous. All I'm saying is that people really need to take a step back. People really need to take a step back, or else more harm is going to be caused. That is all I'm saying. Alicia, I love you. Nino, I love you. Kim, I love you. Protect your peace. This space ain't it. And Hog, that is no disrespect to you, right? This is not about anybody individually. This is about all of this chaos exploding in here. It's not good for anybody. It's not good for anybody. I'm hearing everybody's frustration. I'm hearing everybody's concerns. But tonight, none of this shit is going to get solved. Protect your peace.
You know what's crazy? And I'm going to just say it like this too. You know, women say, hey, men need to protect us, right? Women, they don't check another woman when a woman's disrespectful to a man. Like today on the panel, I didn't hear not one woman check her
Say anything.
and sit there and say, hey, you're being disrespectful. If he's not being disrespectful, why are you being disrespectful? Right? If you want us men to hold other men accountable, y'all gotta hold other women accountable as well. When they come up being disrespectful, ain't nobody was sitting there being disrespectful, right? I mean, if that's the case, if that's what y'all want, I mean, let's keep it real.
Drop for Rowdy.
Yeah.
I've put myself
And Hog,
with you before, Hog.
Yeah.
I've definitely done that.
Can I say this? And I'm gonna drop
King, let her finish. Let her finish.
Had a chance to speak.
Go ahead. He can go ahead.
It took K Kilo. She needs to drop because I don't understand why they're here.
Hey,
I'm just gonna say this. I I'm biased. I mean, I don't have an opinion
can I
as far as
speak?
what happened.
'Cause you keep
Go ahead.
interjecting. I'm sorry. Hog, I'm sorry to interrupt everybody. I have not been following you that long. It's been less than a year because I was not on TikTok. I did join because of the political debates. What I want to say to you is I am sorry. I've been listening to all this back and forth, all this stuff going on with the Un-F America tour, then the jump to Jones, then the jump to the group of black men and women that I follow. It is hurtful to hear all of y'all going back and forth. And you are right. I could say this as a woman. We're within the same generation too, Hog. Do not come at somebody if you don't want them to come back at you. Period. Woman or man. But I'm tired of all this back and forth. We're all supposed to be in unity. And I just explained this to my mom earlier. I get we need to hold each other accountable, but right now we're pushing each other away. You got MAGA people who are switching over to the left that's probably wanting to switch back over to MAGA over this bickering. Jones has done a lot of bad stuff. I don't know his history. I've only started following him in December. Before I knew about these allegations, I stopped following him like a couple of months ago because I noticed he's very narcissistic. I'm sorry, I can't speak. I'm nervous. But I just noticed some stuff about him that was wrong. Hold him accountable, but now I feel like everybody's cherry picking everybody else, and I don't get it. It's just wrong. Like, can we stop having all these grievances out in public like this because it's making us look bad? And this is probably like the first time all weekend that I've been listening to this stuff that I actually cried when I got into your live, Hog. Because I'm like, why are we doing this to each other? What is the point? Yes, women, especially black women, are not protected. And I get it. I get it. I swear to God. And I'm not victim blaming anybody. But there's also a generation thing that I'm noticing that past the millennials, it's a lot of sensitivity going on. I'm sorry.
I don't think anybody on this panel is past the millennial.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, don't do that.
Don't let this good skin fool you.
Don't do that. I am older than you
Right.
two. I'm sorry.
How old are you?
Don't let this good skin fool you.
How old are you?
I am 43 and it has nothing.
You're not
I'm
older than me.
trying to-
Got you. Sit
Excuse
down.
me.
You're not older than
Be
me.
tall and sexy.
You're not older
please.
than me.
Be tall and sexy. You've had a lot of platform and I just want to speak for a moment. I am not.
She
putting
hasn't
you down.
spoken.
I'm
I
not.
haven't
I'm talking
said
about
anything.
overall.
I
In the
haven't
months
said
that I've
anything
been
at
onto
all.
these debates, in the months that I've been in these debates, a lot of you women have had your platform. You've had your moment to speak. I don't get up here.
Girl, what?
There's a reason why I don't get up here. Because I like to listen to you all speak. I have nothing against you, Alicia. I have nothing against you, tall and sexy. Nothing at all. I'm just saying, it's getting a little outrageous right
What
now.
I feel like
so
is that
we
you are
should just
coming up
suffer in
here and
silence.
trying to
Cool.
tone police people who have an issue
No,
with
ma'am,
people.
don't try
No,
that,
that's
ma'am.
what I
Do
feel
not
like.
try.
I feel like
No,
you came
y'all
up
are
here
tone
trying to
policing.
tone police
I am not
people,
tone
and I'm
policing
gonna
you.
say it like
I
this:
am not.
everybody here
I am
is
not
grown
tone
as
policing
fuck.
you. I
Everybody
am
here
not
is
tone
grown as
policing
you are.
I am
literally
not
are.
tone
Felicia,
The
wait,
fact that
policing
you,
you.
the fact that you sat there and decided
I'm
to tell me
not
your
tone
age
policing
tells
you.
me that you were trying
I
to
just
tone
sat
police.
there. Excuse me. I'm not tone
That's
policing
what you are doing. You had nothing to do with the
How do you
situation.
figure that?
And we don't need
How do
people
you
to sit
figure
here and
that?
tell us how we have to approach something. Like I'm so
I didn't
tired.
say
Like
that.
I'm so tired of this
First
shit.
of all, you put words in my mouth.
This is
You're
annoying.
putting
Like you
words
have
in my
absolutely no.
mouth.
You talking about you've been listening to this for the past 2 days. Me and Alicia and Black
Ma'am,
Swan and stuff
you
been
ain't
dealing with this
listened
for
to- You
weeks.
did not listen to the
You have
first
absolutely
words
no
that I
idea what
said.
you're talking about.
So that's why I'm not tone policing you. I have a lot of respect for you, a lot of respect for Alicia, a lot of respect for Black Swan. I am not tone policing you. So don't put words in my mouth. I said I've been listening for less than a year.
I just
I have a
want
lot of respect for y'all, and it breaks my heart that we are tearing this group up.
but I just want clarity because I want clarity because it does kind of seem like the blame is being shed on the women for speaking up because it's this whole it so sucks that this has to be brought to the forefront and that we're divided
No.
talking about this.
Alicia,
How is that?
I'm saying what Hog said. If you come at somebody, whether you're male and female, because I have watched some people, females, come on a panel, cuss people out, and then get mad if they come back at you. That's what I said.
What does that have
But
to
if
do
you
with
out
this
here-
Yeah,
that's
no,
going
no,
on
no,
right
If
now?
you're
Alicia, she's not
if you're
talking
out here
about-
grieving out your, if you're out here grieving your grievance, if you're airing your grievances, go for it. That's cool.
Yeah,
But I
she
just
got
don't
shit.
like y'all tearing each other apart. That's what I'm saying. I'm not tone policing anybody. But at the same time, if you're going to come from somebody, expect for someone to come back at you. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Hog Boss. Hey, man. I'm gonna drop down in a second, man. But hey, man, I really wish you and Dan Trail figure out some way to bring this back together because I've literally listened to you
See,
guys
that's the thing,
change
man.
lives on this TikTok, bro.
See, this
Y'all done changed lives
you hear me, King?
between you, Dan Trail, and Liv and Itchy. Man, I've took notes on you brothers from information that y'all provide for us.
So this is a thing, man. So I get. Listen, I'm not mad at Dan Trail.
Yeah, I do know that.
I get. Listen, so this is the problem, right? So let me explain to y'all because a lot of y'all don't know how it is to be a creator, right? So when you're building a platform, right, your platform thrives because of your followers, right? And you kind of have to cater to your followers because if you don't, then you don't have a platform, right? And I get what Dan Trail's doing. I don't hate the man for it. His followers spoke up and said, hey, we don't want him here. Then it is what it is. I'm still going to respect that man because he's a creator. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah.
I know my style. Like my style's rough, and that's why I've always been. That's why I made the account Hitman for the Left. I am a hitman. I am not a lefty. I am a hitman. MAGA, they fucked up by showing their racism, and that's why I'm on your side fighting against those motherfuckers because they're not for humanity and they for racism. That's the only reason why I'm on this side. Other than that, I vote policies. I don't vote parties. I vote policies.
True that. But like I say, man, we're gonna work our way around this, and because we're not done. It's only 100 days in. We got a long fight to fight. So we'll let this lie. We'll get past this and talk it on out. And I'm here for you, big homie.
Like you, bro. Emmanuel, apparently you a fake ass nigga, Emmanuel. You can leave this live. You want to be a little bitch, you can be a bitch. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. You could go somewhere else, Emmanuel.
So what I was saying was, before it even got this far, it should have been a conversation outside of TikTok. It should have been a conversation where it should have been a group chat where y'all could have just said what y'all had to say, whatever, and then it shouldn't even got this far. And it should there be victim blame or anything like that. But let me tell you something. If somebody trigger me and I'm in because I know how to be triggered, right? For me, if somebody trigger me in a group or whatever, I'm going to leave that group because I'm going to protect my peace. I'm not going to sit there and be in there and continue to be triggered. Like, no, that's not how to do it. And a lot of things is that a lot of people got trauma and they need to go heal and stop blaming other people. Like y'all said, people bleed on people. It needs to be a positive thing. If it's not gonna be positive, you have to just take yourself out of the equation and do your own thing for a while.
Yeah,
Until
I
you
don't understand
figure
these
out.
trauma lives, these trauma dump lives. I don't understand that. Why do they get on a very public place to discuss very personal subjects?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just feel like that's attention seeking. You're looking for attention, and that's not the way to do it. Not with that. You don't do that. That's something private. Yes, you need to talk it. Yes, you do. You need to get it out. But you need to be comfortable with that information before you're sharing it.
Correct. I agree.
If you're not healed with it, if you have not made peace with it, you don't need to be showing it in public. Because then you are going to get offended. You are going to harm yourself. Like, I don't understand. Like I love Hog. Like, he had my back from day one. But I'm not going to call this man and tell him no personal shit about my life. I met this man on the internet. What are we doing talking about our trauma with men on the internet? Women, you got to do better.
Could you imagine if everyone on the panel were in the same room together?
It'd be a whole different energy.
Oh,
It wouldn't even be all this energy. And by the way, Courtney, you asked me what I am loyal to. I am loyal to my family, the woman I call my old lady. I'm loyal to my community, right? I do the best I can for the community, you know. I mean, I'm loyal to that. I'm not loyal to politicians. The politicians never been loyal to us, so why would I be loyal to politicians? What I'm going to vote for is I'm going to make sure that whoever I vote for is not going to cause harm to the Black and brown community, the LGBTQIA community. And I think that I'm going to vote on whoever has a better policy for us as the United States citizens of America, right?
absolutely.
Republicans are not doing that right now. Republicans are causing harm. Why would I vote for that?
Hang on. How are Republicans causing harm?
That's another conversation.
That's a whole different conversation.
That's for tomorrow. With all due respect.
Let me say this to Felicia. Felicia, I understand exactly what you're saying because we are about the same age. I be 41 in September. So I understand what you're saying. Like I say, a conversation should have been had way before it got to TikTok. And now that it's about the TikTok, everybody's in it, everybody want to talk about it. And now it's like, oh, you don't know anything. You don't know what happened, this, that, and the other. What we gotta do is like you said, as an African American woman, you got to take accountability. You can't talk to anybody any kind of way and expect them to just accept that and understand that. Respect is earned and not given. If you want respect, you gotta respect me.
So
You're right, but my main point that I wasn't able to convey is we are in a different generation. I understand social media is a big thing. A lot of issues are going to be discussed online, and I get it, and I'm not going to condemn it because as the years go on, we all need to progress.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing I wanted to get at, and I was kind of derailed in what I was trying to say, and I lost all train of thought, is this started off with the tour, and then it went to Jones. From my understanding, this has been years in the making with Jones. How did Hog and the other creators that I follow get dragged into something that's so big and still has yet to be addressed with Hog or even resolved with, not Hog, Jones, and resolved with Jones? How did these other men get dragged into it? I can understand Dantrell because he did admit to the fact that he knew some stuff and didn't say anything. I get it. Liv, I've noticed, no disrespect, but I've noticed he's been kind of dodging a little bit. But I'm just trying to understand, why are we putting everybody down right now over little stuff? I have not seen anything big. Again, I have not been on TikTok this long to notice anything. I'm just trying to understand what's going on. It is hurting me right now to see everybody getting dragged down right now. And then I noticed too, with the generations, it's it's a very sensitive and slippery slope right now. Be careful what you say, because it's like a quick cancel. It's people are quick to cancel people. And I'm just trying to understand, how can we get this resolved? Because just to see Joe Patrick, Duels, Levito, or Michael, whatever the fuck you want to go by today, up on here defending Hog, like, come on now, we're looking bad. That's my issue. And I feel sorry for these brothers and these sisters that I've been following that are bumping heads over something that has to deal with Jones. That's what I'm trying to understand.
And we got to get out of that only women. I'm saying this. We got to get out of this generation where women are the only one could be victims. Men can be victims too. I know a couple men who has been victims to a lot of things. So we got to understand that we both got to, our mental state is very important. And there's a difference between mental health and mental illness. So like I said before, everybody got to take accountability. it's just not women who's always been through it. There are men too.
I just want to sit there and say, right? I just want to sit there and say for the people that are real as fuck. For the fake ones, this message is not for y'all. But the real ones, listen. When I give you my friendship, I give you my loyalty. It won't be me feeling on your booty when you say no when you're drunk and trying to, take advantage of you. And it's not going to cost you $100,000 to fucking follow me either, right? I'm not that person. I'm not here to put a tour together to grift you for $100,000. I'm not here to try to be your man, your hubby. I ain't trying to be none of that shit. I'm fine in that department, okay? Trust me, I'm good. So you don't have to worry about me being in your DMs trying to fucking harass you and shit like that. See, the thing is, right? I mean, sometimes I do say some flirtatious shit, but it's in general not to a direct person, right? But anyways, if you follow me, and you have been following me, thank you. If you haven't followed me, it has been a fucking crazy fucking ride this last fucking year and a half. Thank you. I do appreciate everybody that has been here, especially from day one. But yeah, this shit at this point, right? If you one of those fake ones that already passed your judgment against me, right? Because I've said something that you might have not liked, and now you're passing judgment because you're just a follower at this point. Please unfollow me. I fuck with real people, right? And one thing I have to sit there and say, remember, people, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You can check somebody without being disrespectful, right? You can check somebody without being disrespectful. If you want to sit there and be disrespectful, just expect somebody to be disrespectful to you. It's real fucking easy. Life is real fucking easy to pretty much figure out. But at some point, it's hard for other people to figure out life. Life is easy, okay? To figure out. One, mind your motherfucking business. Number two, keep minding your motherfucking business because it keeps you healthy and it keeps you living, right? Number three is respect. Those three will get you through a lot of fucking shit, no matter what neighborhood you in, no matter what state you in. Well, for us black and brown people, might be what neighborhood we in, just saying. But, because, there might be some crosses somewhere. But anyways, but yeah, it's a lot of that. You could go a lot further in fucking life with just doing those three things.
I requested back up because 1 second, Jermaine. With all due respect, I'm sorry, sir. Evidently, people were lying on me in another live, and I went in and confronted, like, no, that's not accurate, and started to berate me about who. And now I'm dangerous to women. I'm problematic for holding them accountable for lying and being messy. So what I said earlier, I stand by it 100%. What was the beautiful night in my eyes of women having the courage to voice their truth, and then it being derailed by some petty shit that did not rise to the occasion. Because it was so traumatic to hear people telling their truth, and otherwise they're in the comments doing stuff. If you have a problem with what was said, like was said earlier, you can address it directly. But to upstage and derail everything that was done to allow people to actually voice, and me just saying that, now I'm being labeled as problematic. When does it end? When does it? Someone that actually had to console their mother because they were so stressed out because my father just had a stroke and insurance wanted to cancel his care and kick him out of rehab facility. So I'm problematic. I hate women. You lose credibility when you loosely use that stuff. If I go around here and say everybody's a homophobe, I lose credibility when the shit really happens. Now, everybody has their thing. A lot of it's personal. This is what happened with Solid's live the other night. It started being lateral damage because he had the focus of his live to be on Jones. But everybody started coming up and airing their grievances with each other that they had for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It's like, no. The purpose of this live was to address what Jones did. So I'm going to end this live right now and leave. And that's what was started to happen at the end. It started getting personal, like tit for tat and all that stuff, instead of addressing the real systemic issue that Jones was allowed to exist on this app and be harmful. And that's what all I came up to say. And when you're going to go in another live and then say, well, he's speaking for me and doing all this stuff. No, I'm not speaking for you. What I'm doing is recounting what actually was said and happened because I don't have a dog in the fight. And when you don't have a dog in the fight, things is clearer because you don't have to get people on your side. I'm not in this. I don't have to get anybody on my side. So I don't have to lie. I don't have to suggest anything. I don't have to recruit anybody on my side. And you're mad at me for telling the truth that you were mad about something personal, about somebody getting an apology that you didn't get. Well, we're literally talking about SA and stuff that happened off app versus the harm that was done on the app. So I think there's some people that they, like was said earlier, hurt people. And there's a lot of it, but I'm not going to victim blame on the women that stood up and stood in their truth and said what they had to say. And then the mess had to come in and derail. Because that's all what we're talking about right now. We're not talking about the 4 hours before. And that was my grievance, is that tonight was not the time to go back and forth about personal stuff.
And the crazy thing is, Rowdy, Jace wasn't even a victim. Jace got the money that she was asking for.
Yeah. And
this is crazy.
I know. And I'm not going to get into particulars because the particulars, that's between you and Jace. That's not my, and no one is saying she doesn't have my position is not that she doesn't have the right to feel the way she feels about Hog or anybody else, including me. But what I'm saying is, with all the comments that were posted in the comments, and when they came up there and started calling them bitches and this and black man this and black man that, the energy was not matching the moment. That is my part. And it was this is not tone policing, because y'all were very firm. The women on that thing was very firm when it came to Jones, when it came to Dantrell, when it came to Lex, when it came to Liv. The tone was firm and steadfast, but that tone was mess. And I'm going to say it was mess. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down. I don't care who unfollows me, don't like me no more, thinking Rowdy's the best and cast me out. I don't care. But right is right. And I'm going to always stand for right. Hog knows sometimes he's wrong. I text him and say he's wrong. I tell him to his face he's wrong. This is not about defending Hog. I'm defending the moment. Because what is now happening, just like when you lay a paper towel down and you have one drop of water, it spreads. And what's happening now is this spreading, just like the young lady below me said. It's just metastasizing into something, and we're losing the bigger picture. How can we keep our people safe on this app? How can we do right by each other? And that's all this is about. But when you're going to come up here with your petty shit and derail it and minimize it, it doesn't help that you take the opportunity because you're on a platform. Because guess what? That person had all year when they were in this room to say what they had to say, but they waited to that exact moment to do what they did. And you can clock me on that. And I stand 10 toes down on it. And for all those women that I listened to tonight and yesterday and all of this, I applaud you. But that right there, that's not about gender. That's about appropriateness. Does it meet the moment? And that's what we all got to decide for ourselves. And you know in your gut whether or not that met the moment. You don't have to tell me, and we don't have to take sides. This is not about sides. But you can decide for yourself what was done. Did it meet the moment?
Hey, Hog, this ain't a call out. This is a personal observation I made over the 3 or 4 years I've been on this app, watching creators and watching how TikTok has evolved, watching how these conversations have evolved. And you knew me when I was going up against Conservative Lens, Joel, Jelani Givens. I was going against all those people. And I had issues with the way that lives were more performative, that everything was a performance for people. People would come up and they'd be like, well, why do you have your gifts turned off? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? Because for me, when I came on this app, the conversation was mainly about the issues. I focused solely on the issues. That's been my long-term goal. TikTok has evolved more from just talking about issues to becoming a form of entertainment for people that want to watch us go head to head, that want to see us yell at each other, want to see us fight. And it's become so profitable for people that some people have turned their entire platforms into just solely that. So much so that we will see people like Dean, who is a wonderful person who talks about issues. He'll platform somebody like American Lumberjacks, and you'll see American Lumberjacks getting gifts left and right, over 12,000 coins going to that man for simply being up there. TikTok has become more so of a space for entertainment, to talk about issues, to capitalize on those issues, and to make themselves known, to make a name for themselves. So much so that people have ended up on TV series just by being on this app. It is no longer about the issues. It's about how much money can be made. And when money can be made off of people's struggles and suffering, there's going to be people who are going to capitalize on that. So all this stuff that I'm seeing, all this anger and this hate, the reason why people like Joel make themselves come up in here like these lives and stuff like that, while they say that they've known you for a long time, the amount of people here that they can market themselves to, over 300 people. That's easy marketability right there. People are watching for that reason, because they like the discourse. They like to see us go at each other the way we do. And that kind of thing sells. Drama sells. Anger sells. Hate sells. I post a live about white fragility, and I get 70 people in 1 second.
Why do you think everything sells in this country?
I post a live about how we can build a better community. I'll be lucky if I keep 5 people in there. They don't want to have the conversation on how to fix this country. They want to watch us.
Yeah, I've said that a million times. And that's the thing, man. And but see, the problem we have, right? The problem we have is that we have all different types of people together in one room, right? Just one room. Right now we have 356. Half believe felt what Rowdy was saying. Half said they said Rowdy was toxic, right? But basically, everybody's on the same side when it comes to political views. It's the fact that everybody have different beliefs, but nobody wants to accept other people and respect other people for other beliefs, right? So, and this is the thing, and when I say this, I mean this like the best way I can. Also sit there and say, yes, this Mr. Carnival, yes, you're right. This, my Cash App's right there. I don't hide it. I don't hide it. But you know what I do with the money, right? I take the money and I do some good with it. So it is what it is. But anyways,
exactly.
So at the end of the day, right? When I say this, I do mean this from the bottom of my heart. Like, you can't sit up here and say to men, right, or women, it could go either way, that we have a problem, but when a problem is being brought up, right? And you start talking about, then you want to shut the other person up. Then how can you actually progress and get things heard if you're not listening to each other? And on this app, there's a big problem with that, right? Just like we saw tonight. You know, like Riley said, we were having a conversation that was very important for the conversation to be had. Then, as soon as I go to say something nobody agrees with, I get shut up immediately, and the whole fucking live got derailed. Okay, from the actual important conversation that was being had. The TikTok drama should not have been brought up at that point. And it's just like, if we got to listen to each other, men and women, we have to listen to each other, right? And if none of us is listening to each other, none of us, I'm telling you as a man view, from a man view, saying, hey, this is why men, and this is why I was getting kicked off the panel, is because I was starting to say, this is why men don't take women serious, because it's one of those things like Chase came up there derailing the live in the middle of a serious ass conversation. And then everybody's like, oh, that's fucked up to simply say. No, it's not fucked up to say. It's the truth. If any man that's in this live right now tell you that I'm lying, that motherfucker's lying. Because I guarantee every man in this motherfucker heard that shit and thought some other shit too. Don't fucking act like you didn't. Don't act like you didn't. Because I know you motherfuckers. I've been around you motherfuckers way too long, and I seen how you talk to conservative women. If you could talk to conservative women like that, you could talk to any woman like that. I don't give a fuck. Don't act like your shit don't fucking stink. And I see a lot of you motherfuckers act like your shit don't stink down in the fucking comments. But a lot of you motherfuckers just as guilty as I am. Only difference is I show you where my flaws. I'll show you my flaws and say, yeah, it is what it is. But a lot of you motherfuckers want to hide your shit. Okay? And I'm not caping for conservatives. I'm just saying point blank fucking period. If you could talk to anybody disrespectful because of political views, you could talk to anybody that way. Anybody. You see what just happened to me and fucking Dan Trails live? I just say shit very bluntly, whether if you like it or not. It's just, you're gonna accept me for who I am, or don't accept me at all. Don't fucking matter to me.
Question, Hog. When did it become an issue for you platforming Dana?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to say this real quick and then I'll drop.
Oh, yeah, but
Thank you very much. You articulated exactly what I was trying to say. And I am so sorry that you got dragged into this. I wasn't there to see it. But thank you. And again, I'm sorry. I've never seen you do anything that warrant anything for anyone to say that you were toxic.
Get your phone started, break it up. It's making some weird noise.
Sorry. I'm saying Rowdy articulated what I was trying to say, and I'm sorry that he got dragged into this. Again, it's like spreading like wildfire. I don't know how it has gotten so bad. But Hog, if you can drop me, have a good night, and I'll be back.
Have a good night, love.
Jermaine, I don't know what your issue is with me, but I haven't been part of any of this other than trying to smooth shit over and get this misunderstanding worked out.
When did you?
So whatever kind of you're trying to use this.
Wait, Dana. No, Dana, because we were talking about how all this shit started boiling because you missed a lot, Dana, tonight. So let me see what he's gonna say, and then you can pick it up from there. Okay, Dana?
Yeah. When did you start getting flack for platforming, Dana?
The day one. Day fucking one.
And see, that's the thing that irks me the most is because people gave you flack about it. But on a lot of left lives, Dana's a moderator. Dana
exactly.
Can't be muted. Dana can't be dropped. Dana can get all these privileges and stuff like that on a lot of left-leaning lives because she's the main opposition there. So apparently there's been some type of shift where we weren't platforming Dana for some reason, but now all of a sudden Dana's welcome. Dana's enjoying.
That's why Dana's worked hard for her position.
Yeah, Dana worked hard for her.
No, hold up for a minute, Hawk. No.
So
hold
Dana,
up for a minute.
let me explain to you what happened. Dana.
I am sick. No. Because this has been happening all fucking day. People trying to absolve themselves by own of their own wrongdoing by pointing fingers at everybody else. Not just me, but everybody fucking else. Worry about your own fucking problematic behavior and quit expecting perfection from everybody else. So fuck off. You got that?
Anyways,
shut the fuck up. You've been having my name in your mouth all fucking evening.
Yeah, I don't care.
Whatever fucking obsession you have with me, get the fuck over it.
There's no obsession.
None of this shit has anything to do with me. So get the fuck over it. Worry about your own fucking shit.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
And don't be fucking pointing fingers at everybody else expecting perfection. Nobody up here. Not Hogboss, not Rowdy, not, I don't know, the lady above me. Not Yada, not Jermaine. None of us are fucking perfect. So work on your own fucking shit before you expect everybody else to be perfect. And I don't give a fuck if you guys like me. I'm working on myself. You guys work on yourself. You're sitting here trying to stoke the flames of division. That's what you're doing, Jermaine. If you have a fucking issue with me, say it to me. Don't fucking try to be dragging Hogboss and everybody else the fuck into it. Little bitch.
Damn,
what kind of fucking wimpy bitch does that shit? Stand on your own fucking 2 feet and quit trying to drag other people into your own battles. Fuck you.
If I was to have an issue with
you.
Then I'd have
Hogboss, do you still do pay to fucking snipe, by the way?
Yes, I do.
Little bitch.
I don't view you
What's
as a
your cash app?
Hogboss 71.
As far as I see, we'll see to it, dude. You will not have a fucking voice because you came up here trying to fucking fuck everything up. Worry about working on your fucking self, bitch.
Sure, whatever.
Don't you ever think that you're gonna get away with dragging me? And anybody else who's been doing that, anybody else, there are some really bad people on this app that we've discovered that have done harmful shit. But the rest of you guys that are pointing fingers at the way people react and this way and that and the other because you think you're fucking perfect, you're not. None of us are. I recognize that I've done some fucked up shit. I've lost my temper. We all do.
I mean, you want to go?
So shut the fuck up.
You can go band for band. I'll match your ass.
I wasn't centering. And then for all the people saying I was centering, I was minding my fucking business. I went and talked with Jace about what happened, and I minded my business.
No, let's
so don't be saying that. He brought my name up, and apparently you guys have been talking about me all evening. Don't gaslight me. I'm not going to be gaslit. I know a lot of you guys are good. I will not be gaslit.
Dana,
I will not ever be fucking gaslit by a goddamn anybody.
Dana, I want to correct the record. That's why I searched to see if you in here because I was listening on the outside. Jace set you up. Jace got you hyped saying that you were the center of attention on this app in Hogboss. Like they're talking about you all night. She is keeping up the mess. And I joined to say, stop lying and stop being messy. Now, whether or not your name came up once or twice, but how it was portrayed is not correct. And when I stood up and said, me and you don't get along. We see that, but we tell each other the truth. And that's when I saw you come in. I said, are you in here? What you heard over there? Because I went at it with them. Stop lying on people. Stop being messy. You can feel the way you feel, but what you're doing right now is being messy. Because I heard them like, oh, get you all riled up. Yeah, they do. They talk about you over there, Dana, blah, 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 blah. That's what they want. And it's not about whether you're black or white. It's about stop being messy. Now, everybody have their truth. Just like Dana said, everybody has said it. We all fall short. No one is exempt on this app. But you're going to label somebody problematic and counsel them and all this stuff. We dilute when real shit go down. Because right now, after I did that, evidently, I hate women. So again, we are still, the mess came here, sir. What they did in the other live came here. That's being messy. They sent her over here to be messy. They set it up to come over here. The three of them. So again, instead of just coming up here and saying what they need to say and stick on it and actually stand in your truth, it's about who can I get on my side? This is where we at right now. Who can I get on my side? Now, I don't know what everybody's personal stuff is going on. We all fall short. I have fallen out with Dana. I've disagreed with Yada. I've disagreed with Hall. Everybody has their issues, but don't take opportunity and be an opportunist when real shit has gone down to get your lick in. You weren't man enough or woman enough to start the shit, but you waited till the fight started to get your lick in and then dip back on out. Because that's what happened tonight. Because the real women that actually stood up and was vulnerable and gave us what they needed to say about what was happening to them, whether or not that's their truth. I was not there. I don't know. I don't deal with Jones. I see him. I know him because he is a high content creator, but I know him through the squad, through Hog, Dantrell, and all of them. But all of this stuff is new to me. I've been listening since the whole thing with the tour fell out and Santana had that live. I messaged Hog like, what is going on? So we need to come together and stop this because it's draining. I've taken to the bottle. I mean, I have a cocktail right now, this late at night, because this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. So everybody, you're gonna wait till the fight starts, then you're gonna dip in, get your lick, and then dip out. So Dana, right now, this is not about you. No one is centering you. No one is making this about you. That was the mess that sent you over here. Jermaine may have been talking about you, but the rest, these people up here have been talking about all the other stuff that's going on, the fuck shit that's been going on.
Yep. Dana, you was a side note in the entire conversation. People were mad about Hogboss platforming you.
Thanks.
And I wanted to ask them
See you
exactly
later.
why
Catch
they
you
were
later.
mad.
Thanks for letting me up.
And I was asking them again, why was they mad at Hogboss for platforming you when you're a moderator on people's like Daka's lives? When you're a moderator on a lot of different leftist lives. That's the thing that was brought up. So yeah, and trust me, you and me, Dana, we don't have no
platforming.
Oh shit, we got a bunch of day ones tonight.
like
That's what I'm
Dana.
saying. This is wild to
Dana,
me. Calling
Dana
out
said-
Hogboss's day ones and how he treats them. We're the foundation. You understand me? We're his day ones. It's wild. Dana is a day one. When there was only 5 viewers in here. 5. Stop it.
TikTok would be so boring without Dana, because what the fuck would you miserable motherfuckers talk about?
actual issues.
No.
No, like seriously. Actual issues. Like I could get so much done without opposition that it's not even a joke. That's why I don't platform them on my page. I literally can talk about ways that we can improve our healthcare, our economy, our communities, ways that we can fund each other in our communities, so much more without having to worry about people saying, well, that's socialism, that's communism. I can get so much done without people like that. It's insane.
What I'm about to say is that she may not be for you, but she may be for somebody else.
She's entertainment at best, and we know this.
You gonna have her come back up here and cuss your ass out again.
Yeah, I'm used to that. Like, if you know my platforms, I get called the N-word on a day-to-day basis. It's almost like a fucking dessert at this point.
Well, I didn't say she was gonna call you the N-word. She was gonna call you the N-word.
Like, trust me, this is nothing new to me. This doesn't bother me anymore. I've been doing this so long, I'm almost numb at this point.
So keep it real though. Dana J was always that gangster though.
So I would have to disagree with that though. I think it's important. So for example, Dana, I've seen her in lives. She, is definitely in opposition in most of the lives I go into. But the importance of those like 2 panels is that echo chambers, like those are important too. And I've definitely hopped in when Dantrell and Itchy and Hogboss are all like at the end of the night and are just relaxing. And those are enjoyable to watch too. But having those panels where you have disagreeing voices, even if the panel seems chaotic, there are people in the comments or people in the room that need to hear that. I have had so many people come back and say, that they were shaky on an issue or they never thought about it that way. And so I think it's important to have the chaos. But the drama, which is why I've been here supporting Hog all night, the drama and the cancel culture is where we go wrong. Like, I don't know any of you guys off the platform, and that will be okay. If TikTok goes away, I'll be sad. But at the end of the day, like, this is just supposed to be talking ideas. I think the drama is just, you guys are putting so much into a children's app that started with dancing.
Yeah, I just at this point it's just, it's it's the fact that we tell people to hold each other accountable, but then when we do hold each other accountable, it's a problem. That's where I have a huge problem.
Rules for thee, not for me. Rules for thee, but not for me. And that's where I get. That's why I said another lie. We are all adults. We all are accountable for the shit we do, and we make missteps all the time, and that's okay. Hog says some problematic shit all the time, but is he a bad person? I don't think so. I wouldn't be around him if I thought so. I do stuff. I fly off the handle sometimes and lose my shit. All of them cuss somebody out. Is that appropriate? No. So what I'm trying to say is sort of like we're holding these people to a standard on an app. Itchy always said these one inch boxes cause all this PTSD and trauma. We have to put it in perspective. For some people, this is their identity, and it shouldn't be. This should be for fun. This should be for money. This should be to get your hustle on. This would be for, collaboration. But for us to hurt each other like this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
And you know what bothers me, Rowdy, too? Like this, because y'all, this is what bothers me, too. I still get messages to this day from families that this platform and all the followers and stuff that we all got together and help communities, right? I still get messages with people saying thank you for that. And this platform went from being a great platform where we were doing so much for people to now it's drama talk, right? It's nothing but drama talk these days. And we're no longer helping people like we used to. We helped, I couldn't even tell you the numbers of families we freaking
Oh
helped.
my God, so many.
Right.
That was our own summer of love
That
because,
was our own summer of love. That's right.
like, facts, we spread so much love. It was a good time. It really was. And it's sad to see how you got attacked for that. Like, you took a beating. Like, for like all of that shit. It was just constant. And it made you not want to do it no more. You know?
Yeah.
And that's what's sad to watch.
But we
And
rock.
it is sad. Usually I can actually predict when it happens. Is when you get a certain amount of followers in your live each day consistently, or you have enough people actually, if you actually get snipes and stuff, and they pocket count your pockets. That's usually when it happens.
Yeah, the pocket watching was bad.
And instead of everybody say, that's Hog's thing, or that's Dan Trail thing, or that's whoever's thing, whoever's that, no one is forcing you to come into the live. That's the part I don't get. No one is holding you hostage. Swipe out. If you got a creator, don't stay there and be traumatized or offended if that's not your person. There's a lot of people, I started out this app when the algorithm sent me to their page, and I was like, these are not my people. I just scroll on. I didn't have to sit there and endure it. So why can't we take the responsibility for our own happiness? No one on this app. I don't owe Yada anything. I don't owe Hog anything as far as living up to something. But we have all come together and helped each other. There's people on this app.
Brother, I love you, my brother. From Syria, my brother. I need the help. Fight.
There's people that have made connections off app that have helped people or been there for them emotionally, whatever. Those are few. But for the most part, this is a pastime. And it's been given so much life and ability to determine whether or not we're happy each day. Because it got to a point where it's like, you know what? I got to unplug from this for a week. It's too toxic. And it shouldn't be that way. But I chose that I'm not going to sit there and stay on there for making me feel bad. It's like, I'm just going to go do some stuff, the extracurricular activity, because it is addictive. That's the part no one is actually saying. When I'm not on here, when my dad was in the hospital and I wasn't on here for a couple of days, like, oh man, I don't know what's going on. That dopamine fix wasn't there. And that's what we all have to take into account. So when we get in these modes and stuff, and it's when serious stuff happens, we should address.
Don't say it's dopamine. Like we all over here chasing dopamine. Is that what it is? Because I was like,
Yeah.
no, I just thought it was just so intriguing. Like, you know what I mean?
No, it's
Now
like
you
a
made me feel
game.
like-
It's,
When you
yeah,
see those numbers go up, it's like points. Like it's a total dopamine game. Like it was designed very well by China. We love the TikTok shop.
Hey,
No, I see
do
that shit
we
going.
all do this before we get on TikTok?
No.
Right.
I get on TikTok, I see them numbers
tie-offs?
going up, I get PTSD because that means I'm about to get banned. That's what that means.
My gosh.
because I get excited when I get to see some people I will get to see, and then there's my favorite ops that I get to fight with, and I can get release some stress, you know. So yeah. So, but when we just got to put it.
I know what you're saying. Because the other day, just out of fucking nowhere, I thought about napalm. I was like, why the fuck am I thinking about her ass?
Exactly.